Let's make some almond milk. So these are the almonds, and what I did was with the first soak, I rinsed them off and then I took all of the hull off. So what you're seeing is the almonds without it. And I'm going to pour this water off, rinse them, and then I'm going to put them in the blender and make almond milk. I personally love almond milk. I'm lactose intolerant, so I don't drink traditional milk. I have already added filtered water in here, and this is a 64-ounce container, which is about 6 cups, but I don't quite have it at the 64-ounce, maybe 5.5. And then this is a nut milk bag. Now these things can be ordered on the internet, but you can also use cheesecloth. And once I have made the almond milk, then I'm going to pour it in here so that I can strain it. And if you've ever seen someone milking a cow, that's the effect that this will have, and I will show you that later. So let's turn the blender on. And I can set mine, and I'm going to set it for, I'm going to do a minute. It probably will not take that long. I know it won't take that long, but we'll set it for a minute. Really, it takes about 50 minutes, and you could hear it changing gears because it started at 1, then I turned it all the way up to 10, and that just kind of speeded the process up. But you can always touch it. You don't ever want your blender to feel warm, your container, because that means you're cooking. This is when I need an extra pair of hands, but I'll be able to do it. So I'm going to pour the milk into the nut milk bag. It's so creamy. Now, I don't like any type of sweetener in my milk, so I never make it with sweetener. I will put some vanilla in once I get it through the nut milk bag. So this is what it looks like. So if you've ever been on a farm or seen your grandparents or even you, it's like you're milking a cow. You're just not pulling up and down. But you want to get the pulp separated. And there will be pulp left in here, and it's going to be white, just like the almond milk. Now, if there's someone in your family or a friend and you're trying to convert them to almond milk, if you will also soak about 1/2 cup of cashews, depending on how much milk you're making, that's going to have much more of a creamy mouthfeel, like what they're used to if they've been drinking traditional milk. I don't do that, but you can. And you can actually make cashew milk, which is so delicious. And the thing with cashew milk is, whereas this has pulp, there really isn't any pulp from the cashews, so there is no need to strain it the way I'm straining this. And it's absolutely delicious. You can also make macadamia milk. almost any milk. Walnut, pecan. This is just my favorite. This pulp, and let me show you what that looks like. This is what the pulp looks like. If you have a dehydrator, or if you have a dehydrator setting on your stove, spread it out, put it in there. That is how you can make your own almond flour if you want. So there are many uses for this. It is one of these things that you don't have to discard. Okay, so now I'm going to pour the milk back into the blender. And you might ask, why am I doing that? Because I'm going to put some vanilla bean paste, and I never measure because I love vanilla. It looks like I need to get some more. And then what I'm going to do is just turn it on to mix it. And this will only take a second or two. And there you go. Almond milk. So now what I'm going to do, I have 2 of these, and I'm going to pour the milk in it. And I'm going to pour it on an angle. If you pour things more on an angle as directly into the jar, you will eliminate some of the foam or bubbles. That's one. And here we go. So not quite 2 quarts, but that's perfect for me because I like it thick and creamy. Now, wasn't that easy? I can't wait for you to make your own almond milk, because what you see in the store is not true almond milk. Always read the ingredient label. All you saw me put in here was water, blended, then strained, and because I like vanilla, I put some vanilla bean paste. That's it. That's all that's in it. It's just that simple. But once you go to the store and read all the ingredients in there, you should ask yourself, why are all these ingredients in here? Am I advocating for you? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Because it doesn't take a litany of ingredients to make almond milk. All it takes is almonds that have been soaked overnight and water. You don't have to take the skins off. That's completely up to you. I normally don't, but I decided I just wanted plain almond milk without the skins, and that's why I did it. Doesn't that look delicious? And I want to add no ice, just frozen blueberries. Okay, this time I'm gone. Bye.